The Farm Family Health and Wellness Program really provides a collective of expertise both in family and consumer sciences and agriculture to really address the issues faced by farm families and their communities, from stress management to managing your money to family communication. As we think about farmers and the way they work, farmers don't have any days off. They are constantly working. They don't get vacations. Whether it's rain, shine, or snow, they're out there on their farms early in the morning till late at night working. And so the Farm Family Health and Wellness Program does provide some very useful tips and support for farmers preserving their bodies and maintaining a healthy balance of physical exertion. All the conditions around really does impact our farmers and their families. We know that farmer suicide rates are 5 times the national average of suicide rates, and so there's a lot of these variables out of the control of the farmer that impacts their the stress level that they're experiencing and ultimately their mental health.
You know, I think when we think about the world today, there are a lot of pressures that we might not have felt 30 years ago, whether it be financial, whether it be issues related to our family or to our own personal health. And what I think is so special about this program offered through the Institute, specifically Extension, is it's focused on the varying levels of stress, hurt, disappointment, anxiety that we feel from time to time, and not only ourselves, but through our families. And I'm happy to know that Extension is offering this service all across the state to families everywhere.
Over the past couple of years, I think we've all been under different stressors, and we see that in our rural communities and with our farm families, that some recent work has showed that over half of our families and individuals in these areas are really feeling a lot of stress. And we have a lot of expertise in this area to really help our community members. Yeah, you know, for so long we didn't really want to talk about these types of issues, and I think sometimes in agriculture we have this perception that we need to be tough and just kind of tough it out. And we are tough. I think people are very resilient, but there are also opportunities to learn from experts, to get some tips, kind of learn different strategies in handling stressors, because it is something that we all face. I really want to show appreciation for the Tennessee Department of Agriculture. They've been an incredible partner as we've put this together and really talked about what's important for us to cover to really support agriculture in the state of Tennessee with this program.
The University of Tennessee Institute of Agriculture's new program for farm family health and wellness is a course I think every farmer should attend to understand the tools and resources that are available to them to address this issue head on. You know, we have there's a stigma related to mental health or mental illness, or when things are not just exactly right, and we need to try to remove that and address these issues of mental health and stress.
Being a farmer most of my life, and the farmers that I encounter, we're fixers. We like to fix problems, and that's a good thing, and it's a necessary part of being a successful farmer. But oftentimes we don't take the time to fix our own problems, whether it be physical or mental, and this program offers a great opportunity to provide a tool to help farmers address and fix some of those challenges that we face.
It is a very stressful time in agriculture, and we have these cycles that go up and down, and I think that stress has always been there, and maybe we've had societal changes that make it more difficult to cope with that. I think more so, even though we've just become more comfortable in recognizing it and talking about it, and that kind of cultural change has been able to, you know, open us up and let us be able to help address that specifically. So it may or may not be more stressful time now, but at least we have better tools to help folks cope with that, and that's the exciting part about this program.
It's brain-based. What we know about stress is that it can quite literally change our brains over time. And the types of stress that those in the ag community face, those chronic stressors, tend to change our brains in ways that when there's so much of it and there's not a feeling of being able to deal with it or get out from under it. We quite literally tend to stick our heads in the sand. So maybe we don't open those bills. Maybe we are taking loans out to deal with an issue. Maybe we are not fixing our equipment as it should be or paying attention to safety protocols in those ways. So stress can really impact our brains specifically. Different farms and different operations deal with all sorts of different commodities, and there's different approaches and methods. What every operation has is a human. There has to be a person working that commodity, that land, that operation. And in order for individuals to be their best selves, and again, to be safe, to be the most productive, innovative problem solvers, they have to be able to manage their stress, their overall health.
Farm families, and it's has been maybe a taboo subject in the past, but I think as mental health is more talked about, especially in the farming community, there's kind of been a lens opened. The Tennessee Ag Enhancement Program offers cost share for investments in our farms across Tennessee, and it's a very diversified program. It reaches many families and communities, and has been just a huge success for our state and meant a lot to agriculture. This is another option so they can increase their cost share through ag enhancement programs from 35% to 50% by taking advantage of a master program. The Farm Family Health and Wellness is one of those.